Welcome back to another installment of the 94 podcast. I'm Eddle, joined here with Jim Bushy. Hello, Jim.
What's going on, Brook? What's going on, Brook?
Good. Playoffs are here.
I know I said this last, but it's the most wonderful time of the
Yeah. We're synchronized. All right. So we got NHL, NBA. Let's talk NHL because Lord Stanley, time's
year. Oh
here.
yeah, it's here. It's gonna be fast paced. We got the first round matchups coming in. Let me bring it up. The winner's gonna come from the West. I don't. There's not a lot of not
No
a lot
more
of
East
strong
dominance.
teams. Not I don't think there's a lot of strong teams, but
Last two
then
years,
again,
Florida.
well, last 2 years we're gonna have a new champion, so I'm not gonna. It's gonna be cool to see. It's gonna be cool to go on. I mean, I'm going to say this now. I hate the setup of it. Well, that's just me. But I can give you my first round predictions easily now. It's going to be
Let's go matchup by
uh,
matchup. Yep.
okay. We'll go Avalanche Kings. It's going to be simple and easy. Kings is barely
Easy.
squeaking in. That's going to be Avs.
Okay.
We're going to go down to Stars Wild. That's going to go 7, and I think the Wild can squeak it out.
Let's go.
Well,
Hey,
it's going to be like an
question.
overtime game. Yeah.
Okay, question. You say it's gonna go 7.
Yep.
I'm going Wild as well. I'm going Wild. I
Okay.
heard it go 7. But I'm going Wild regardless. But I'm feel like the Wild snap that nasty streak of one and done. It gets snapped. The last team before we talk about the rest of these matchups. Trivia question for all the hockey fans out there: who was the last team to win the President's Cup and actually win the Stanley Cup?
I don't know.
Anybody in the newsroom know?
No.
Oh, no,
This is not
hockey nuts. Okay, all right. The last team, Jim, who win the President's Cup and Lord Stanley's Cup in the same season, the Chicago Blackhawks, back in
Ooh.
2012-2013 season. So the 2012-2013 Chicago Blackhawks, last team to win the President's Cup and win the Stanley Cup in all in one season. And all these teams, we're possibly gonna witness history in these Stanley Cups. Um, do you think that streak gets broken? We'll ask that and then we'll go into the matchups.
No, because they have to play the winner. They'll probably the Avalanche. If they win it all, they're probably going to play the winner of the Oilers Knights. And I'm going to say now it's going to be Knights over Mammoth, Oilers over Ducks. But I don't know. I don't know. But it's going to be fun to watch and be nice to see.
Okay,
I mean, anything's possible.
that's what I'm saying. Like we could be potentially seeing that. The President's Cup is pretty cool. So it's been awarded since 1986 to the team with the best regular season record. And isn't there like also like a superstition around it
You
too?
don't touch the.
Don't touch
Super. Well, no. The superstition is you don't. If you win the conference finals, you do not touch the cup. You do not touch the trophy at all because that's bad luck. So, as a sports person, you don't touch the cup. You don't touch the cup unless you won the cup. You have no right to touch it. You have to earn it. So, players don't touch it. Some people will. They'll try to break the superstition, but a lot of people don't touch the cup.
Did your New York Rangers touch the cup back in 2024? They won it in
Nope.
2024. Nope. Okay. Winnipeg Jets last year, they had Hellebuck. They won it last year with a final season standings of 56 and 22 and 4 overtime losses, 116 points. The Colorado Avalanche, the team that we're going to talk about, that we just discussed, they won this year's President's Cup. So they would be the ones to break it if they were to go on and hoist Lord Stanley's Cup later in June when the Stanley Cup's you're going to be in the finals. So you try to go 4 rounds. It's a marathon though. Like the season, you do 82 games. You get to this point, Jim, and you just hope that your team is still intact, right? At this point.
Yeah. Well, if you do it right, and you are able to get everything in there, then you should be fine. I mean, yeah, you run the risk of injury, but that's in every sport you play. But to know that you grinded out 82 games, you're in the playoffs. Hey, as long as you get hot at the right time, anyone can win it.
Anyone can win it, right? It's anybody's tournament to win to get hot at the right time. So we got Avs Kings. We're both agreeing on the Avs advancing, maybe in like five or six games. Colorado advancing against the Kings. Yeah, the Kings were one of the final teams to qualify. Stars and Wild. The season series was even, so this is going to be cinema. And game one's today.
It's going to be so much fun. I can't wait.
So I think it's a 4:30 start.
I
It's
believe
early
so.
afternoon. Yeah. So are you gonna get like the quad box? Where you got like four
I'm gonna try to.
games going? You
I'm gonna
get
try to.
little NHL, little baseball, little playoff basketball, mixed in with some draft coverage, maybe.
No, definitely.
Oh yeah. Okay. Okay. All right. Let's keep moving through the matchups here. You got Vegas versus the Utah Mammoth. As cool as the Mammoths Zamboni might look like, but I'm going with Vegas in this matchup.
I'm gonna go Vegas too. I mean, they played very well down the end of the stretch. It's very good. It's gonna be very good hockey, and I'm excited.
Yeah. I agree there. Edmonton and the Anaheim Ducks. I'm going Oilers very quickly there. Ducks haven't really shown me anything, especially in the last game against the Wild that I saw. Uh, they lost to the Iowa Wild. So they essentially had their farm system up for the last game, and the Ducks got cooked. So I'm going with the Oilers to deep fry the Ducks. And we're going to Buffalo and Boston. That's going to be a matchup.
That's gonna be fun. I'm gonna actually enjoy watching that one. See Buffalo. They finally make it after 14 seasons. Um, Give me Buffalo. I mean, they'll win the first round. I think they'll play good. Give me Buffalo.
Give
I'm
you
gonna take
Buffalo.
Buffalo that one. Yeah.
All right, for sure. Tampa Bay against the Montreal French Canadians, the Montreal Canadiens.
This is where I see the upset here. I see Canada, Montreal taking over, beating Tampa Bay. They were younger. They are more hungrier. It seems like Tampa Bay is going to be another good series. And it's going to go 7 again. But I'm going to go upset here. Canadians over Lightning.
Okay, okay. You got the Carolina Hurricanes going up against the Ottawa Senators. That'll be a tough contested battle. So a couple of these are USA versus Canada. Some of these teams.
Yeah, but Carolina looks so good during the season. The chance I had a chance to watch them, and it's simple. And I'm gonna go Hurricanes. They just look very good. They might be the team coming out of the East. I think
Okay.
they're the team coming out of the East.
Okay. Okay. So you feel strongly about Carolina. Okay.
Yep.
Pittsburgh and possibly Sidney Crosby's one of his final Stanley Cup runs here. We got Sidney Crosby going up against the Philadelphia Flyers. An all Pennsylvania matchup here.
Well, it's simple and easy. It's Philadelphia. I hate Pittsburgh so much, so I'm gonna go Philadelphia, but it's probably gonna be Pittsburgh. So I'm saying it's Philadelphia, but it's probably gonna be Pittsburgh. But we'll see.
Okay. Okay. Gotcha. So a little hate watch on this one.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay. Okay. I hear that. There's rivals for a reason. And Pittsburgh's one of them. Um, yeah, this is going to be one of those fun matchups that you hope goes 7. And a lot of these first round matchups, they could go 7 just because, these teams are figuring each other out. And also, it is a marathon, the Stanley Cup. So, the Stanley Cup, you got to really get your chess pieces in order. Goaltending. The Minnesota Wild. Let's talk about goaltending here real quick. Minnesota Wild are going to go with the kid. Um, so they're going with the kid, and I'm really excited to see how he fares against Dallas. A lot of people were thinking that they were going to go with the veteran, but they're going with the kid. Um, how do you think he'll do against this Stars lineup that is high octane offense?
Well, if he could absorb all the shots that he sees, and he's able to turn away, and he's able to get good defense in front of him, he'll stand on his head. And if he plays well, the defense plays well, the offense is going to come. And if the offense is going to come, and it's a good chance. I mean, he needs to play good. It's simple needs. He needs to play good.
So we're gonna see Gus Bus. Just for the podcasters and the streamers, we're gonna see Philippe Gustafsson. I just call him Gus Bus and just kind of keep it simple. Yeah. So he is on the season 28 wins, 15 losses, 6 overtime losses. He's averaging about 2.76 goals. So uh, just under three goals. And I know with playoff hockey, you want to see that get down to like 1 or a shutout, like to really have a shot in a lot of these games. Um, who do you think is going to be the X factor for the Minnesota Wild? Brock Faber, Boldy, Kirill Kaprizov. Who do you or Hughes? Is Hughes going to be playing?
Oh, he'll play. It's playoff time. Why wouldn't he play? He's not a basketball player.
He's day to day. He's day to day. He's listed day to day. That's why I asked because he was
listed day to day. He's going to want to play. Like, there's a difference between hurt and injured. There's a difference between hurt and injured. I mean, Kaprizov, he needs to start. Like, your stars need to start showing up in playoff time. It's not like the depth. Like, it's good to have depth for your stars. The guys who you are paying the money to, they need to step up, and they need to get the goals. And so if they don't step up, then that's going to be a problem because, well, you can't win if you can't score. So everyone needs to pitch in. And Gustafsson. Gus Bus, Gustafsson.
Yeah. Gus Bus. Yeah.
Yeah.
He needs to, like we mentioned, he needs to stand on his head. I would imagine have a 35 plus save outing where you're really limiting what the Stars are doing because the Stars with Robertson, Rantanen, who came over from Colorado, and then you also have Jamie Benn. Um, uh, just a lot of things to worry about in regards to just like and Robertson's played 82 games, so these guys played a full season. Rantanen, he's sat out a couple games. Played majority of the season, 64 games. Jamie Benn a little bit longer in the tooth, 60 games. So these guys are coming in with heavier legs because the Stars. They had a tough draw last year. I think it was uh, Stars, Avs in the first round last year, if you remember. And that felt like that was like almost like a Western Conference Finals, like the intensity that was in that final or in that first round. So the Stars are coming off of a lot of hockey's been played. Let's just say that going into this. So I think this is the Wild's best shot to really, knock them off in this playoff series. And knowing the history between the two clubs, the Dallas Stars used to be formerly known as the Minnesota North Stars.
Yep.
Let's talk about that. Yeah. There was some hype video that did go out there for the Dallas Stars, and they were talking about, yeah, we used to be in Minnesota. Norm Green, our owner, moved us to Texas, and now they're in Dallas. And obviously, they've had some success in Dallas. I think they won the 1999 Stanley Cup. And Dallas has been a perennial contender in the playoffs, and yeah, it's just exciting to see some of these playoff matchups play out. But yeah, we'll move forward. That'll be a great series. Make sure to watch Game One. Yeah, I got Wild in seven. I think the Wild sneak out of Dallas with a 1-1, and then they bring it back to the X. And I think they probably take the two to take a 3-1 lead, and then it probably goes maybe seven, because I think it's going to be a back and forth series. I don't think the
Oh,
Wild are going to.
100%.
Yeah, I don't think the Wild are going to take complete control of this series, but I got Wild in seven. Should be exciting.
Oh, definitely. It will be exciting to watch, and it's going to be it's playoffs. You can't go wrong with playoffs unless there's like sweep after sweep after sweep. It's like, okay, this one team's pulling away, but it's going to be fun.
It's gonna be fun for sure. Playoffs are here. That means also the NBA playoffs are here. So we do have a lot to take a look at in the playoff bracket. Currently, we have number one, and we'll take it the West Coast real quick, the Western Conference. OKC versus the Phoenix Suns. That's the 1-8 matchup. That starts on Sunday. That will be on WBAY
Mm,
ABC. Shout out to your station. They'll be covering that. There'll be a 2:30 tip off Sunday. And then the Lakers and Rockets. That's a little bit later today. That's the 4-5 matchup. Um, Winner of those two series will meet up. So it'll be the winner of the Thunder Sun series. They'll play the winner of the Lakers Rocket series. We'll take a look at the 3-6 matchup, which is the Denver Nuggets against the Minnesota Timberwolves. That will be a tip off at 2:30 later today.
yep,
And the other matchup is the 2-7 matchup in the Western Conference. It's going to be the San Antonio Spurs against the Portland Trailblazers. That will be a tip off on Sunday night. That'll be on NBC. Yeah, so that will be a good series. I think Victor Wembanyama going up against the Portland Trailblazers, and Trailblazers had so much controversy starting the season with their head coach Chauncey Billups getting caught up in the gambling, and the whole scandal that was. And he's still, I mean, if you look at the Portland Trailblazers website, he's still their head coach. They haven't removed him. There hasn't been any news or update on Chauncey Billups, so that'll be interesting to see how that plays out. Um, and the Minnesota Timberwolves playing the Denver Nuggets. I got the Timberwolves. I mean, if we're doing predictions, let's do predictions for these series too. I got the Timberwolves winning the series. I think it goes seven as well. These two teams, every time they play each other, I know they played on Christmas Day. That was a great matchup. That went to overtime. Timberwolves had a late comeback that fell short in Denver. The Nuggets won the season series 3-1. Uh, but this is playoffs. Throw that out the window. It doesn't matter. Playoffs are here. You got to win the damn games. And I think that's what the Minnesota Timberwolves are able to do in this playoff series. I really like what Chris Finch has been able to do with this program. They won back-to-back Western Conference Finals appearance. They'll see to make it three in a row, and it starts with Denver later today. What's your prediction with the Minnesota Timberwolves and the Denver Nuggets?
it's going to be one of those top games. I mean, as people know, I don't follow that deeply
That's
in
fine.
basketball, but it seems like it's a good chance. I know they're giving Denver a -6.5 spread, if I'm reading correctly, but the Timberwolves are a tough team. They can get through. They can definitely get through them. I think makes it easier. No,
You got the
it's a
winner of
three.
San Antonio and
Yeah,
Portland.
yeah, and with Wemby starting to pick up, he's doing very well with the Spurs. So that might be a little more push, I guess. Your best chance if there's any upset is to be in the first round. I think that it's going to be going to also going to go seven. I'll give Timberwolves the win in the series. It's going to be a hard fought series. They're going to win. Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to go with. I'm going to go with Timberwolves, and they're going to go seven. They're going to win in the game. They're going to win in the last game. Yeah.
All right. So we're gonna go full game seven. All right. Got Timberwolves in that prediction. We're both. I don't know. I'm going Spurs. We'll just keep it short. With San Antonio and Portland. I'm going Spurs. I just feel like the Spurs are just more of a well-rounded team. It'll probably go six. I got Spurs in six or Spurs in five. Um, I just feel like with Victor Wembanyama, Stephon Castle, uh, Ron Harper's kid, Dylan Harper, I think that their team is adjusting to the playoffs, and this is like their first real go at it with Victor Wembanyama, like their first title run with Victor Wembanyama. So this will be interesting to see how this edition of San Antonio Spurs does in the playoffs. But I got them advancing, playing the winner, which would be in our predictions, Minnesota Timberwolves, and then we'll switch up to the top of the Western Conference final, Western Conference standings. OKC versus Phoenix. I'll be real quick with mine. I'm going OKC. I think OKC has a potential to sweep here against the Phoenix Suns. I think they will do quick work on these Phoenix Suns.
Oh, 100%. You're playing a team that had to play a playing game. They're going to be. I mean, they're going to be more tired, but they're going to have a little more momentum going. It's going to be okay. See, you're the champs until you're not the champs. And the champs, they have a good shot at repeating, especially after how they started this year. Yeah, they have a good chance.
Yeah, they have a good chance, right? Yeah, they had a tough battle against Indiana in the finals. We know that when the full 7 game series. But yeah, they're the champs, and got to knock them off. It's playoff time. This is all that talk during the regular season. Leave it there. This is playoffs, so this is where your legacy is made. I got OKC advancing here, and who will they play between the Lakers and the Houston Rockets? The 4-5 matchup, very intriguing matchup. I should say LeBron James going up against Kevin Durant.
I'm going to take the upset here. I'm going to take Houston. Everyone, even even Vegas is choosing Houston. They're -4.5, and yeah, that's definitely going to be. I think that's going to be the upset of the West. Is going to be that one.
All right, I'm gonna have to go with you here because I just don't see it with the Lakers this year. They lost Luca, and I feel like they lost a little bit of their heart and soul, losing Luca, and Austin Reeves too. So they lost their 1-2, and then LeBron's their third option. So I
Yeah,
got Houston winning this series. I think Ime Udoka um, really knows how to get the best out of his players. And in this situation, knowing that yeah, you'll get out of the first round. But I don't see Houston advancing past the first round, but I got Houston in this series. Houston probably in like again like a gentleman sweep. It might be five.
yeah,
I
gentlemen
really
street.
yeah gentleman
Because
sweep.
yeah,
Yeah. So I got Rockets playing OKC. Um, So yeah, I mean these first round matchups, elite on the Western Conference side of the bracket. Let's go over to the Eastern Conference. Eastern Conference, number one seed, the Detroit Pistons. Detroit basketball. All right. We got Detroit going up against the Orlando Magic. Orlando Magic. Orlando Magic. Whoa, 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 whoa. those are the two fight songs for these teams. Who do you got? Detroit number one, Orlando 8. Detroit's an
It's
eight
the
and a
same.
half favorite, 8.5 point
It's
favorite.
the same with the case OKC. I mean, you're looking at one of the best team in the East. Maybe not the start Oklahoma had, but definitely I gotta give more of an edge to the Pistons here. I don't see the Magic. Maybe a gentleman sweep here. That's what I'm probably seeing here. Gentleman sweep.
Yeah, that's what I'm seeing here. I think this one goes gentleman sweep. Pistons knock them out in 5 or potentially a sweep here. Um, Moving forward, Cavs Raptors. This is going to be an interesting matchup.
Um, I mean, I would like to see the Caps win it without LeBron. I mean, I just don't think they will. But I mean, this could be the seven rounds game, seven
Seven game
series game,
series. Yeah, yeah.
7 game series. Yes. Um, though I'm gonna go choose my upset on this side. I'm choosing the Raptors on the upset here.
Wow, Scotty Barnes and the Toronto Raptors. They claw
Yeah,
their way into the second round. Okay.
yeah.
Um, like that pick. Okay. That is definitely an upset. They got Cleveland with James Harden and Donovan Mitchell. Um, I really like I don't know, I really like the Cavs team as they got Donovan Mitchell, Evan Mobley, big man for the Cavs. They still have Jared Allen as well. So they got like the Twin Towers for Cleveland. Um, you know, and I also like Darius Garland. I think Darius Garland is going to be a difference maker for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Um, I think it's going to come down to bench play. So that's why I'm going to go with the Cavaliers. I just feel like the Cavaliers are just a little bit more, but you know, I think they just have better depth off coming off the bench, especially with some moves in the during the trade deadline, and obviously adding James Harden helps for the offensive side. We'll see if he decides to ramp up the playoff defense. That
Yeah.
has been questionable. That has been questionable in the past. And seeing how he shows up in a clutch moment because James Harden definitely needs to exercise some playoff demons, and I think they're able to get into the second round with this core. But yeah, I think it's going to be a good series. Possibly go 7. Possibly go 7. Want to see more basketball, so I hope it does go 7. But yeah, I got the Cavs in 7. Moving on to the 3-6 matchup, Knicks and Hawks, and then we'll wrap up with Boston and 76ers.
Uh, Knicks and Hawks. I think Knicks to have the experience, they'll go farther. It's good to see the Hawks in it, but I'm gonna go Knicks because they have the experience. They know what they're doing. They're going to attempt to get back to the conference final again. I think that they have a better shot of doing it this year.
Okay. You think they got a better shot of doing it this year? Okay, and the Knicks of actually getting to the finals.
Oh yeah, I think they have a better chance to get the finals. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, they played really strong towards the end. Really like what Brunson does for the Knicks. You got Karl Anthony Towns, um, Mikal Bridges. So yeah, the Knicks are coming on, and I like them in this matchup against the Atlanta Hawks. Even though the Atlanta Hawks have had a strong second half of the season, I'm going with the New York Knicks. I know the mayor is talking about Trey Young, blaming Trey Young for all the wrongs in life. Trey Young's not even there, and he's still getting mentioned. So
Yeah.
this is a rivalry between these two teams.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Uh, and matchup predictor has the next 72% to the 27%. I got the Knicks. I got Knicks in a probably like a five or six game series. I got Knicks. Yeah.
Yeah, I can see 5 or 6.
Yeah. Right. You thinking 5 or 6 too? Yeah. Um, it, and moving forward, Boston and Philadelphia. The Philly fans were saying, "We want Boston." Do you really want Boston?
You
This
know,
rivalry, though.
you never do that. Like, come on, man. You never because if they do lose, I mean, look what happened to the Yankees when they said we want Boston. They got swept in the first round.
Mhm. Right.
You
Right.
don't do that.
Be careful what you wish for. Right.
Yeah, careful what you wish for. That's you're only setting yourself up for failure. But
Okay. Yeah.
I mean, or humiliation. Excuse
Yeah,
me.
humiliation, right? And
Yeah,
if Boston, if the C's just sweep them in four, how's that going to feel? And
yeah,
I know these teams have playoff history because I think it was the Sixers were up, I think 3-2, and then the Celtics stormed back and won the series in Game 7. And this was
yeah,
back when they had Embiid, Harden, maybe they might have had Paul George, or I think they have Paul George now, but I think that might have been before Paul George. But they had Embiid and Harden. All right, we'll wrap up here in the '94 podcast. This has been a truncated version. But yeah, definitely check us out on the YouTube. But yeah, I got Celtics in this, more likely a gentleman sweep or a sweep. And
same.
then, yeah, I don't know if you have any other last words here.
It's the most wonderful time of the year.
Hey, until next time, we'll see you at the TOP. We're out.